Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here. I'm a CPA here at C&F Bank, where I've been for about 6 years now.
Walk us through what a typical month-end close process looked like at the bank.
We actually have a couple subsidiaries and that report to the bank, and we have three distinct accounting departments, but they roll up to us here at the bank. All in all, it's across all those departments. And I will say the month-end close process was working, but was definitely not very efficient. There was a lot of paperwork. My team would prepare reconciliations and print them out, sign them with all the support, put them on my desk, and I would review them on paper, and then we would box them up at the end of the month and store them. Yeah, it was. I can't. Pretty much every night of the month-end close, I would leave work carrying a huge stack of papers. We usually close our books on the fifth or sixth business day after the month end, and we definitely were not done viewing reconciliations at that point because it was all done on paper. There was a lot of corrections that got posted the following month and that sort of thing. Once we converted to SkyStem and Art, we definitely found accounts that we didn't reconcile. Like we obviously knew we had them, but it kind of just got lost in the shuffle of.
What was either if there's like a trigger event or just what kind of realization prompted you to at least look and evaluate for solutions?
There wasn't so much a triggering event for us. I would say when I got here and I was carrying those stacks of papers home and manually trying to track and make sure that I reviewed all the accounts that I needed to, that I just kind of got tired of that. And one of my clients, the bank that I audited, I had seen they had some sort of reconciliation tool. So I knew this was a technology out there. And I thought, this could be beneficial for us, make things more efficient, which is something that I'm always looking to do. Management was open to the idea. So luckily for me, it wasn't too hard of a sell. We just had to find the right tool for us. So.
Do you recall what are some of your initial criteria or requirements that you felt like you guys must have or would really, really love?
We wanted something that was cost effective, and we wanted something that was flexible. Knowing that every GL account is not reconciled the same way, so something that is too rigid wouldn't necessarily allow us to do what we would want to do. And we didn't want something too complex. We wanted a tool, but we didn't need something that would go above and beyond, which would then push us into the probably not cost effective. So.
And Matt, I don't recall that you guys had necessarily like a quality issue when it comes to the reconciliations. I think they were done like pretty well, right? You just wanted to get them online and wanted to make sure that you guys can continue to do it a certain way.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have a quality issue. It just was more about tracking them, and it's good to have the flexibility, but also have some standardization as best you can, which is something that we did not have. But we do have other things in there that we use to document controls that kind of are outside just the month-end close, because that's one thing that I really like about Art is giving auditors access and allowing them to pull anything that they need directly without coming to me or my team.
So Matt, can you talk us through the setup and the implementation process?
From what I remember, it was very easy. We received a Excel template with the different columns that we needed to fill out and the attributes for each of the accounts. Sent that back to SkyStem, and they uploaded it and basically created our website for us. And those attributes included the preparer, the reviewer, the frequency of the reconciliation, things like that. And I believe the whole thing only took about a month or so. From my perspective, it was incredibly easy because we had been tracking some of those attributes manually on my own spreadsheet. So I had already had a lot of that information. So it was pretty much just filling that out and sending it back. I loved it. My team may have a different answer. They might not have been happy with the amount of review notes that I had given them within the system. I probably got a little too excited with the system and trying to change too much at once. So that's probably something that you should know going into this, that it's not going to happen right away. You're not going to go from what you've been doing to a perfect system the month you implement. We're still tweaking how we do things, but the first month, yeah, it was a little rough, and it's just because it's a big change. But after that, everyone seems to be on board and actually see the benefits of it.
You mentioned auditors before, so obviously you guys are publicly traded. Do auditors, internal audit, they probably come through what, a couple times a year in terms of your area? Yeah. Okay.
They look on quarterly at least.
Quarterly. What about external auditors? Are they also quarterly?
Yeah, at least twice a year. Yeah, we've given them access, and it's significantly cut down on the amount of items that my team has to pull and send to them. That's one of the biggest things that I like about the system.